Hi, I am at Camperdown Commons in Sydney, and we're about to have Purpose Cafe, and I'll share a little bit more about this amazing place a little bit later. But I just wanted to do a wrap up from Melbourne. I left Melbourne on Saturday morning and headed to Sydney, the first leg of the tour, or second leg of the tour after Melbourne. And it was an interesting, emotional and exciting experience to finish up in Melbourne. And I wanted to just share the idea of projects. The first project I took on obviously was writing the book, The Purpose Project. The second was publishing it. The third one was launching it. And now the fourth project is all about creating an impact with the book, and I have an intention to create 100,000 impacts. Didn't think I could do that just by sitting in my home or an office in Melbourne, that I actually really needed to make a bigger impact through going on this tour. I don't know what's going to happen. I am putting in my best intentions and best efforts, and I'm treating it as a fun exploration, a project, an adventure, something to test and prototype and see what works and what doesn't work. And I'm looking forward to coming back to Melbourne at the end of the year and just sharing the ups and downs of being on tour, and also what it actually means to put your work out into the world, whether that's writing a book or whatever piece of art or whatever work that you do, putting it out into the world and hoping to make an impact with it, and to really affect people and create more of a movement, and think about business in terms of how do we turn what work we do into more of a movement, and how do we sort of step into more cause leadership rather than necessarily thought leadership. How do we affect change in the world through role modeling, through actually doing, and not just by dreaming or thinking about things, which is why I entitled my book The Purpose Project. So it's been an emotional weekend. I spent it in Sydney with my son. We went back to Coogee, where I lived many years ago, and did the Coogee to Bondi walk and did all these beautiful things that I hadn't done for a long time. And I must admit, I'm feeling a little bit scared. All I've got is this backpack you can see here. I'm trying to show you there, and a little handbag, and there's a little wheelie bag behind there as well. So I'm going to be going on this 10-week tour. You're going to see this dress a lot. You're also going to be seeing another couple of outfits. So I've only got like 3 outfits for 10 weeks. So that was really interesting, packing a bag, and more importantly, not just what I was putting in the bag, but what I was leaving out, which was a bit tough. But I believe in minimalism, and I believe that the less stuff we have to carry on our adventure, the more adventurous we can be. So that's the kind of wrap up where I am now. I'm in Sydney. We'll be broadcasting a little bit later to share with you a bit about Camperdown Commons and Purpose Cafe and what's happening for the rest of the tour. So please join me on the tour. Please post some comments. I'd love to hear about your projects and what you're doing and what's working, what's not working, and keep connected and help start a real conversation around why purpose is an imperative in today's world. Bye.